that I was led to do. What big thing are you being prepped for, aka prepare for? Okay. So we have three different Dragon Ball Z characters. We have Super Saiyan Goku, we have Goku, and we have Super Saiyan Gohan. So you guys have pile 1 to choose from, pile 2 or pile 3. I will give you guys a moment to meditate and reflect on the pile that resonates with you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the reading, you guys. All right, keep in mind these are general guidance readings. These are not personal reads, so not everything is going to resonate quite the same, okay, as the next person. Some messages may resonate with you and some messages may not resonate with you. So if you guys are drawn to this Super Saiyan Goku character, this is your reading, okay? So you guys could be going through a spiritual awakening, a spiritual activation at this time. What you guys are being prepped for, I feel like this awakening, the things that you are realizing, the things that you're healing through, growing through, is going to be conducive to the things that you are being prepped for. So we're going to see what it is that you're being prepped for. For some of you guys, you may be kind of short-tempered at this time. Maybe a little bit irritable, like your energy may be a bit all over the place, you may feel. And I feel like Spirit does want you to pay more attention to your energy, where your needs are. So um, if you guys are feeling led to kind of like, kind of be in a hermit mode, maybe not socialize as much, or certain people around you and stuff, like you just feel this irritability. I do feel like Spirit wants you to sit with yourself, not completely shut yourself off from the world, but do it, hermit mode with a purpose, right? With a purpose to heal, a purpose to just be with yourself, to sit, to meditate, to reflect, to just be with you in spirit, okay? So let's see what you're being prepped for. Pile 1. Whoa, okay. So you guys have the Dreamer card, the Page of Cups. So you guys could be working on your heart chakra. You have the Dreamer, which is the Fool in this deck. Page of Water, which is the Page of Cups. Yeah, your energy is very sensitive to the things around you. It's a sensitive, open-hearted, intuitive. So your intuition may be popping as well right now. What I mean by that, for some of you guys that don't know what that means, your intuition is very, very strong. I feel like what you're being prepped for is a new emotional beginning, where maybe this is energy where you feel more lighter, more carefree, more receptive to things coming into your life. Maybe in the past you might have kind of feared change, feared the new, feared the unknown, rather, I feel. I'm seeing something with money too. This looks like a big wad of money. What is that? It's a backpack. Yeah, it's a backpack. So Spirit is helping you to unpack some some heavy emotional energy. I feel like Spirit's helping you with, and it could be something with your childhood all the way up to your teenage years. You could be fairly young as well. You could be a college student for some of you, in your early 20s. Some of you guys, a childhood dog might be around, or their energy or their essence is around. With that butterfly, that some of you guys, you might identify that your angels are around you, or loved ones, or something's energy. You're reminded by them through butterflies, or maybe like a specific type of butterfly. But let's look further into this. What are you being prepped for? What are you being prepared for? Some of you guys might be led to travel towards somewhere near the ocean. Some of you guys, it could be Hawaii, or some of you guys may be from Hawaii. Maybe you are Polynesian for some of you. Um, yeah, you might be led to take a trip. It's like your inner child is like wanting to travel. You have teacher learning a new path. Yeah. So I do get that you're being prepped for potentially, I feel like you're in this student mode right now. Could be your ancestors teaching you things. So you're in this mode right now where you're learning a lot of things about maybe emotional issues that you have, maybe connected, like I said, to your childhood, to your maybe teenage years. If you're a young adult, it's like you're preparing for your life outside of that, let's say, like your home structure as a child. You know, you're gaining this new level of independence, or something with stepping out of your hometown or your community that you're used to, and maybe you're led to move or travel somewhere that's new for you, and that's a big step. But I'm just getting a lot of uncovering of emotions. And I feel like this new path is a turning of a new chapter for you. So whatever this is, it's like kind of like in a storybook, it could be some things are continued from the last chapter, or it's a completely new chapter, and it's kind of like the things of the past are just like memories, and now it's completely new experiences that you are to expect. So let's see what else. Some of you guys are being prepped for a baby, a pregnancy. hmm Yeah, I keep seeing baby girls, references to little girls. So you guys might be having a little girl. Ace of Pentacles, Six of Cups. Okay. So what you guys are being prepped for, I do feel like is some type of opportunity that's going to be gifted to you. And I feel like it's something that Spirit wants you to openly accept to receive. Some of you guys may be the type that doesn't really receive compliments well, or you second guess good things, or when people are being kind, maybe you second guess it, maybe you know you kind of clam up, you feel uncomfortable. But this is something genuine. That's why Spirit needs you to open your heart to receive this. For some of you, it could be something with work. So that book bag looked like a wad of money to me. So could be something with school as well. Some type of financial assistance with school, your education. Maybe if you have a child, their education, some type of assistance. Yeah. Let people help you, Spirit is saying. Allow people to help you. Okay. Could be a water sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I'm getting specifically Pisces and Scorpio energy. You could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, maybe specifically Virgo, but or Capricorn. But I'm getting to Aquarius energy. So someone here could be a fixed sign. Taurus, Virgo. I mean, not, those are earth signs. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius is our fixed signs. So you could be a fixed sign or have a fixed sign in your chart, in your moon sign. Maybe you guys are a moon sign of one of those zodiacs I called. So Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius. You could be a moon sign of those zodiacs. What are they being prepped for, Divine Spirit? What is group 1 being prepped for? Request and petition, self-care, and I am that I am. So make your requests known, what you need. What is it that you need at this time? What do you feel like will be helpful to you at this time? Make your requests known to the divine, you know. And when you state certain affirmations, say I am. I am is a very powerful statement. So if you say I am, it could be so simple. I am free from all past emotional trauma. And even though you're still working through that, you're still setting that energy in motion. You're setting it as it is so already. I am emotionally open. I am receptive to good things. You know what I mean? Like, those are just examples. Let's see if there's anything else. What is pile one being prepared for, divine spirit? Wisdom of the Maggie, mental clarity. So there could be an elder, a male that comes through and maybe is of assistance or speaks some type of truth, or they are providing some type of clarity to you. Creation, soul expression, something new, yeah. And this kind of looks like the self-care where she's watering. So take time to water yourself. Take care of your needs, what makes you happy at this time. And I feel like you're getting prepped for the blossoming of some new things in your life. New things are, you've planted the seeds, or you could be the seed where you're being cultivated, you're being nurtured, you're taking your time to really do the work on yourself, and you're preparing yourself for this new thing. And I feel like Spirit's telling you to keep at this, okay? All right, so that was pile number 1. So much love to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys have any suggestions, if I'm led to it, leave it in the comment section. You guys, much love as always. Peace. Okay. Pile number 2. If you guys were drawn to this, I think this is Goku. I don't remember. But yeah, this is your pile. Okay, I could be wrong, y'all. I don't remember. All right, this is your pile. Okay, so I'm getting, before we get into what you're being prepared for, you could be a leader. Okay, someone that a lot of people look to. You could be the head of your household. You could be the oldest child, or you could have been the most mature, or you're like the mom or the dad of your friend group or something. I do feel like for some of you guys, you give me, you can be quite a loner, and I feel like it's by choice, like a lone wolf. Like, you yourself, you don't need a lot of people around you, although people send I'm trying to talk and I'm getting too many things at once. You seem to attract a lot of people around you, people that want to orbit your energy, or people that look to you, or people automatically assume that you know something, or they automatically assume that you're capable of things maybe that you don't even know yet, that you don't have any understanding, or things that you've never done or tried. Or people automatically assume that you are this fearless, confident person, and not to say that you aren't. Some of you guys, you may, might not be the most confident. People might deem you to be more confident than how you actually feel about yourself. It's kind of like people really put you on this, people put you on this high pedestal, I'm getting from this. So let's see, what are you being prepped for? Holy Spirit, what is pile number 2 being prepped for? What's pile number 2 being prepped for at this time? What big things are they being prepped for? And you guys, this is just a general read. Not every aspect of this reading will resonate with you guys. Like, please understand that, obviously this is not a personal reading. It is a general reading. Okay, you guys got quite a bit. So I don't know if a lot of you guys just chose this pile. So some of this may resonate and some of it may not with everyone, may resonate differently. Okay, it's kind of hard to show all the cards, so bear with me. You have the Page of Fire, which is the Page of Wands. You have the 7 of Air, which is the 7 of Swords. You have Release, which is the Death card. 9 of Air, which is the 9 of Swords. And the 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Earth. So don't click off just because, some some of these cards may be a little challenging here. So the biggest thing that you're being prepped for is you are freeing yourself of some type of self-deceptions, maybe some negative thought patterns, some fears, some worries, okay? Some of you guys have kept yourself hostage to kind of like you've sentenced yourself. You're condemning yourself. It's like you might have a belief that you are being punished for something, or that you deserve bad things to happen to you, or you are not deserving, or the opposite, right? You're not deserving of receiving good things. And I feel like it's a state of mind, and if you go further into the genesis of it, you might uncover where it comes from. For some of you, it is your childhood. That might be specific to somebody, but I'm getting that for someone in their childhood or their teenage years, I feel like a childhood where you like were still playing outside. For my 90s babies and older, y'all know what it's like to play outside, right? We played outside, we rode our bikes, we did all of that. So it could have been an instance where a little kid or someone close to you, or maybe even a sibling, did something and you took the fall for it because you didn't want them to get in trouble, or either they didn't think that this other person, because maybe this child was younger than you, and they didn't think that for whatever reason this child was capable of what they did, and they blamed it on you. And even though you try to speak your truth, speak your mind, it's almost like they still deemed you as like not telling the truth. So unfortunately, I'm getting that you kind of held on to that. So it's kind of like this punishment that you feel inside of yourself. And if it's not that specific scenario, it could be that, you know, things happened and you would be blameless, but somehow you would still be blamed for something that you didn't do or that you didn't say. And it was like you got punished anyway. So you kind of held on to that. And it's this feeling of like, damned if I do, damned if I don't type of vibe. Or it's like you just feel like people automatically just assume that you're a bad person, or maybe you're condemning yourself. You're carrying this energy and condemning yourself, okay? And spirits want you to dead this energy, release it, let it go, free yourself of this. So you guys could be going through this transformation where you're freeing yourself of this. It's like you're taking back your power, that your inner self, your little self, the little you that didn't get to have that power or that voice or that choice to speak up for themselves. So I do see this. For some of you guys, you may be seeing a lot of feathers as of late. And it's this reminder that you are supported, that forgive yourself maybe, or forgive whoever made you feel this way. I do feel like you guys are someone that does, you're very, very detailed. You could be a Virgo, but you're someone that is very, very detailed in your spiritual work. Like, let's say for instance, like you don't just scratch the surface, you go really deep. So you could also be a Scorpio or have some type of significant Scorpio placement that would resonate with this. Let's see. You've educated yourself on maybe certain thought patterns you have. Maybe you're seeking therapy, or maybe you are in therapy right now. And that's why it's like you're doing your homework. This is something I feel like you've been working on, and you're about to free yourself of this. The Chariot card, what are you being prepped for? 10 of Wands and the Chariot. Yeah, it's kind of like you can be free now. It's like it feels like this energy of somebody that's holding their breath underwater and like holding it as long as they can. And it's kind of like, when is somebody going to count and let me know that it's time to come up? I'm getting a lot of childhood references. So there's something with the childhood. It's like, when is someone going to tell me it's, you know, did anyone count down and tell me it's time to come back out of the water? Am I going to stay here under the water? So it's kind of like waiting for something or someone to give you that break that you should give to yourself. It's like you vindicating yourself in the sense, but you're not doing it alone. You have spiritual help, of course, but it's like the outside of like people and things like that. These people, it's like you are giving this to yourself. You owe this to you, right? This is your liberation. And with the Chariot card, it's like this is a heavy move. Like, this is a big move for you. Whatever this change that you're coming into, that you're breaking free of, this is a big thing. This is the big thing you're being prepped for. Five of Swords, yeah. The people, the Princess of Swords behind that. It was someone here that was like a peer of yours. They could have been younger, they could have been older, but I'm getting this peer that you might have been blamed for something by this peer, or peers blamed you for something, right? And you didn't do it. Okay. And I feel like you held on to this. There's this defensive energy I've sensed from this Princess of Swords. This person looks real sneaky right here with the Five of Swords. It's kind of like someone that got away with something and this other person is walking away kind of feeling defeated. And I feel like that's the innocence. Okay. That's the innocent person, the blameless person. So yeah, this goes back to home. It could have been something between you and a sibling or a cousin, someone that you're close to. Could have been daycare, could have been elementary school, something with that. And if you were on the opposite end where you know that you did something, you might still be beating yourself up. Oh, I shouldn't have lied on that little kid, or I'm really the one that did that, but I blame them for it. Like, forgive yourself for that. Either way goes, forgive yourself. Whether you were the one that was blamed or you blamed someone else, got someone else in trouble, forgive yourself. Okay. Yeah, I just keep getting siblings. I can't. Something with peers or family. If it's not siblings, something with like people around your age group or a person around your age group that is connected to this. Forgive yourself. Just like, no, I don't deserve to be. Like, even as an adult, you might have done things that, just a part of your journey. We all make mistakes. We all do things that we're not proud of. But it's kind of like you hold yourself to, you really put yourself in a spiritual or mental, emotional prison. You put yourself there because of, it's a genesis to it. And I feel like it manifests itself through your childhood or your adulthood, sorry. You have elementals, nature spirits, and the four elements. So I wouldn't go as far as that, but for some of you, maybe you do resonate with the fairy realm or the fae realm. I don't really get into all that like that. Okay. They're not light and fluffy creatures by any means. But I feel like this can just represent, like animals or the feathers that you see. These are reminders, things in nature that you come across. You could be someone that likes to spend a lot of time out in nature. You guys could live in the woods, or you guys like to take walks or hikes or runs, or you just like to sit in nature. Maybe you have like a beautiful backyard or front yard or something, or a garden maybe. Or a garden could have been a part of your childhood, or a park or something is significant. But I'm getting like, as you dwell in nature, there's all these signs around you, or all these energies of support. You have prophets and ancient seers, decisions, predictive guidance. You're being prepped because you guys could very well be prophets and seers that are needed. And it's, you guys, if you're already in that realm of things where you can speak to others and see things for them, but when it comes to you, it's like that block. I feel like it's because of this condemning spirit that you have against yourself due to whatever happened to you as a child. For those of you that resonate, this pile is very specific. So I feel like for those of you that resonate with this pile and the parts of it that does resonate with you anyway, you're being prepped for a higher level of seeing, but you got to remove that veil or that block. And it's really that condemning that's on you, that you place on yourself, that's telling you you're not worthy, or you're not good enough. It's like you can't see. It's kind of like spirit, my goodness. Okay. It's like you can prophesy, you can see things ahead for other people. You can see all this good stuff happening. Oh, girl, I'm getting that this is going to happen for you. And I see this for you, and I see this for people. But then when it comes to you, you have a hard time, if it's not seeing good, it's like accepting that you can see the good. It's like you could see good things, but you're like, no, that can't be true. This is baloney, or this is false. This is deception, or I'm just making it up, or this is just wistful thinking. But when it comes to everybody else, you could see the good for them. Spirit needs you to remove that condemning spirit off of you. Whoever's planted that seed, forgive them first. And of course, forgive yourself for carrying the weight of this and anything else that you're making yourself blame, like you're blaming yourself. I keep hearing that word, but I'm hearing blameless also. You're crucifying your own self, Spirit is saying. You're carrying the cross for sins and things that you didn't do. Even though someone might have told you you did it, forgive them. And I'm hearing, forgive them for they not know what they do. So it's kind of like these people, even if it was a child, in their mind, maybe they were being sneaky or deceptive or whatever they were doing, but like, okay, we were children. I free myself of that. And as an adult, maybe you've done things, and it's like because of that seed as a child that was planted, it's also making you feel as an adult every little thing that you do that might be a mistake or a so-called mistake or something that you deem as bad, you overly criticize yourself, you blame, you judge, and you condemn. So you got to remove that so that you guys can see. You guys are seers. Talents, yeah. You guys are meant to be spiritual mentors or guides, or you have all these gifts, all these talents. But because of that condemning, it's almost like you know how this also manifests, I'm hearing as well. Spirit is chewing my ass out too as I'm reading this. But what it's giving me is like, you can see everything good for, it's like everybody else but me vibe. Like everybody else deserves, Oprah gives everybody a car, but you don't get the car, even though you're in the audience with everybody. Like you're seeing yourself as like in the audience with people. I'm just using this as a metaphor, but like Oprah is saying that everyone in the audience gets a car, but you're sitting there thinking, I'm not gonna get a car. Why? Why is everybody else deserving of good things, but then when it comes to you, it's like you don't? It's that spirit. That's how things work. That's how these spirits work. They condemn. They are deceptive. That's why you gotta remove it. Let's see, what else? Yeah, this is bad juju. This is bad energy. This is a seed. This is a spiritual seed that was planted that needs to be annihilated. It's like you're being thrown around like this doll, in a sense. Not all, it doesn't have to be too deep, but I am getting like it's negative energy that needs to be eliminated. You are divinely protected. It's something that it's like this fear. It's not real. So I'm feeling like with this light and shadow, you're learning how to embrace and accept the trauma, and not in the sense that you're taking it on, because you've already taken it on. You got to release yourself from it now, but it's like seeing it for what it is and accepting that it happened and freeing yourself of it so that you can embrace the light aspects of you. It's like I feel like you hone in too much on the parts of you that you feel need to be blamed or need to be punished, or other people may have said or highlighted about you, that you can't even see the good things about yourself. Therefore, it's like when good things are to come to you, you may not feel that you deserve it. Right? When people say good things about you, you may feel like you might deal with imposter syndrome. I'm hearing. You're not of this world. So something about you what already was set apart. And sometimes what happens with a lot of gifted people, spiritually gifted people, those that are of the divine light, those that walk with the light, that walk with the divine in service, they usually have the toughest childhoods. They're usually the ones that get bullied a lot. They're the ones that second guess themselves a lot, or feel like they don't belong, or they're not good enough, or they may have people telling them this, or their parents, narcissistic parents, poking and picking at them. These spirits attack at the young ages. And it's kind of like you have that connect with the spirit realm. You always had it. Your eyes have always, all three eyes have always been open. Your spiritual sight and your physical sight has always been there since you were a child. And that's a very powerful thing to be able to see in multiple dimensions, if not all. You're aware of spirits, you're aware of sensitive, you can see spirits off people. And I do believe that some children, this is a very powerful reading right here, my goodness. Children are the closest to the spirit realm. Because they haven't been conditioned yet, they're not programmed as heavy because they're still fresh here on the planet. So when they come here, they get birthed here, or they're birthed here, they can see in the spirit realm still. So when they look at people, they might cry, they might laugh, they may gravitate to a person, they may repel a person, and that's because they can see spirits, right? So I do believe that, people that have dark spirits and things like that, they could see that gifting on a child, whether they see it on a conscious level or subconscious level. Their spiritual self sees that and they attack it very young. Either they attack it through verbal abuse, word curses, talking down to a child, neglect, or, sexual abuse, trigger warning. It's to put a limit or tell them they're crazy or it's just imaginations or stop doing that, that's evil or that's not good, and it shuts that down. And sometimes it may just happen innocently because a parent feels like they know best, right? So whatever this was where someone blamed you or said something to you that constantly makes you doubt yourself, your worth, your goodness, or that you're worthy of good things, break covenant with that. Ask divine spirit to guide you. I can't tell you specifically how to do it because you guys are all unique, but all I can say is you need to break covenant with that, whatever that is, okay? So that you can be open to receive. Yeah, this is really self-reflecting. And once you do, just tune your ear to hear spirit, okay? Maybe turn everything else down and tune your ears. Remove all distractions so you can hear what spirit is saying to you. That is your reading, you guys. Much love as always. Be blessed, be safe. Take care. Peace. Okay. All right, pile number 3. If you guys were drawn to pile number 3, this is your reading. If you guys were drawn to Super Saiyan Gohan. All right, so I feel like you guys are used to kind of being, you're a leader, but maybe you're used to kind of playing in the background. Maybe you play small sometimes, spirit is saying, for some, like, you guys kind of hide in the background, or you're okay being in the background, but you being okay with being in the background might slightly be just kind of like you subconsciously hiding yourself from being that leader that you're called to be. There's nothing wrong with being supportive of others and kind of being that person that opens the door for others or watches everyone kind of progress, kind of like being the mother or the teacher or the father to people around you and watching them excel and grow while you kind of just, it's supportive role. But spirit saying, no, you have a role to play as well. You have significance as well. So let's see, what are you being prepped for? What big thing are you being prepped for? Pile number 3. So not every message is going to pertain to each and every one of you. So just keep that in mind. That's pile number 3 being prepped for divine spirit. Okay, you have the Emperor. Yeah. You're being called to leadership. Most definitely. So no more being in the background, spirit is saying. Queen of Pentacles. It's time to step into your talents, your gifts. You are capable as well. You could be someone that is like this very supportive, nurturing, loving, patient, loyal, reliable friend, the humble one. You might attract a lot of extroverted friends that do all of the talking, that are, the ones that everyone knows, while you might be more of the introverted one or more of the laid back one. But spirit is calling you to the front. You're being prepped for the front. So you have the 5 of water, which is the 5 of cups. Disappointment, regret, and forgiveness. So you guys might want to watch pile number 2. The Empress is the reverse. Yeah, something where it's so easy, right? It's so easy to be support and loving and compassionate and helpful to others, right? But it's hard to be that for ourselves. And I feel that for you, it's like, I don't want to tap too deep into something, but for some of you, you may have felt like you were neglected, or you deal with abandonment, where maybe you feel like you didn't have the nurturing that you needed from your mother. For some of you guys, it could be that your mother or your father were not present in your life, or present in the way that you feel like you needed them to be there. Maybe they were there through finances or something like that, or making sure that you had food on the table, clothes on your back, a roof over your head. But that love, that support, that encouragement, you feel like it wasn't there. So it's kind of like you're the mother and the father you never had, but you give it to others. And it's kind of like you neglect yourself, okay? But I feel that this is a bit of a fear of stepping out and completely on your own, or being independent in a sense, in some way, being reliant upon your own energy. Move. Move, sister. Move, Foxy. Come on, darling. Hurry up. Could also be in relationships as well. You're used to being attract a lot of partners that are either narcissistic, or partners that you find yourself constantly fixing, or trying to fix, or trying to heal, or to help, to encourage. But it's kind of like you're left empty in a sense, not getting that same love and affection back. So some of you guys could be healing some very I'm so sorry, like, I had to keep it real in my readings. I'm here to help people, so not everything is just, oh, this is so light and fun. Like, but this is to help you. I don't understand why people think these are negative messages. Like, why people think that doing healing work, or calling things that need to be healed is something evil or something negative, or, you know what I mean? Lower vibrational. It's actually helping you. It's cleansing energy out. If we're just dwelling in this light and fluffy realm all the time, that's delusion, you know. I don't understand it. But for those of you that understand, and if it's for you anyway, because this is general, it's not going to resonate with each and every one of you. But this could be very triggering, where this could be deep wounds connected to your parental figures. So you guys are being prepped potentially for some heavy breakthroughs and messages from your spiritual team. I feel like your spiritual team is coming to you to aid you. You have devoted spirits with specific intentions. These your spiritual teams, they're not just dwellings. Use your discernment too, that these are actually divine forces and not trickster spirits or familiar spirits and all of that. That these are divine sources coming to you to assist you and help you, because they come with the clear intent. And I feel like that clear intent is going to provide you with the clarity that you need. It's kind of like some of you guys are so tired of, some of you guys may be independent in a sense, but it's like in a way where you don't ask for help. You're used to doing everything. And some of you guys, I want to caution you guys to slow down and allow people to help you, or at least allow your spiritual team to help you. Allow the divine to help you. You don't have to do everything by yourself. You're not supposed to do everything by yourself. And if it be that you don't have anyone to help, where you're paying all the bills by yourself, you're a single parent, or you don't have any family, or you're far away from your family, you're trying to figure things out, let divine spirit and your spiritual team know what you need, and trust and know that you will receive that divine help. There was a message that I got in one of my readings, I think it was last night. Got the prophetic message card. Last night, I was saying that we call ourselves spiritual and we believe in spirituality, but it's like, as they say in the Bible, that people believe in God, but they deny the power thereof. So it's like you can believe in spiritual things and supernatural things and all of that, but you can also deny the power of it. So what I mean by deny the power is like, yeah, I know that supernatural things happen, but it's like you're saying, I don't believe that they can happen. That's light and fluffy, or that's delusional, right? No, if you say that you're spiritual, how do you deny the power the supernatural power that is spirituality. Doesn't make sense, right? So I feel that for some of you guys, it's like you guys could be practical in a sense, or very, very, very practical. You guys could, even if you're a woman, a female, you do operate more in your masculine energy where you're not used to relaxing and allowing things to come or to assist or to help you, or people to assist and help you. But this is all to change your perspective as well. You have divine counterparts in the evil eye. Okay. Some of you guys could be on a path of, yeah, see, yep. You guys attracted a lot of narcissistic partners, okay? Maybe people that you thought were going to be long term, or you thought these people were for you, but they did not have the best intentions. So I feel like you are taking your power back as well. You're learning to take your power back, how to operate in your power, because you're being called to a position. Yeah, a trailblazer. You're called to be the leader, the emperor energy, the forerunner that initiates whatever this is. It's going to be different for each and every one of you, but the basis of this that you all have in common is leadership, and you doing something that others are not doing or haven't done yet, maybe wouldn't even think to do, maybe afraid to do, maybe think it's stupid now or it's lame now, but you're starting something that is going to potentially be popular or trendy or in demand, or really what's divinely needed. Okay. And I do see that for some of you guys, you're clearing all of this as well, because you might be partnering up with your divine counterpart with whatever this leadership thing is. And I feel like you both, it's giving power couple vibes, where you guys know how to, you guys can balance out your roles, and I feel like for some of you, your leadership is more in a different way, where some of you guys, if you're used to the energy of being the caretaker for everyone but yourself, you're going to learn how to be receptive so that you can receive now. And for those of you that kind of shied away and hid in the background, and kind of feared independence and breaking free and being in the forefront, you're going to be called to that. So take this as it resonates with you. I'm going to leave that there. Did I pull from this deck? I don't think so. Let me see. I was going to clarify with this deck, but I don't think I used this deck in this reading. Might not really have to, but let's see. The Fool and the Nine of Swords. Yeah, it's a fear of potentially just freeing yourself and walking in the unknown. You might be used to a specific path, or used to a way of living or doing or thinking, and you're breaking free from this. It's something to do with liberation, freedom, leadership. Okay. All right. So I'm going to leave it there, you guys. I hope that this resonated with those of you that it was meant to resonate with. And as always, much love. As always, if you guys have any suggestions, leave them in the comment section. Peace. Greetings. Okay, so this is a bonus pile for those of you that really, it's like you tried to maybe find something that resonated and it just didn't quite resonate, or maybe you weren't drawn to any of the piles, but you feel like you still need a message in regards to what you're being prepped for. So this reading is for those of you. I can't guarantee still that you'll find something or not, but I'm going to, I'm gonna leave this open for those that feel like, okay, I don't resonate with any of the characters or the piles, the timestamps or the numbers, the numerology, or I feel like maybe you just are drawn to the number 4. So technically I'm going to call you guys pile number 4. So let's see. Why hasn't the reading or any of the readings resonated with you? What led you here? Let's see. What is it that led? Okay, 4 of Cups, 4 of Water. So some of you guys might kind of suffer with kind of pessimism, where it's like, and ironically, he's looking at these 3 cups and is not pleased with the 3 cups. So it's like these 3 piles may have not resonated with you, but something led you here still. You're still seeking something. Maybe it is specifically what are you being prepped for, but the 4 of Cups could be an oversight. Sometimes we look at things and it's like, we can even shame ourselves if it's like there's only 3 things on a menu. Like it's very rare where people will look at a menu and see that there's nothing on the menu that they want and walk away and say, I'm not going to settle for this. I'm going to go somewhere else that maybe has what I want, or maybe I'm going to eat somewhere else, right? Some people will possibly side with, oh, I'm just going to take what they have available for whatever reason, right? And I feel like you guys have an independence about you where you don't settle. And I feel like that's a really good thing. So if you've been on the path of still haven't been able to find what you want, or you feel like you're not getting the answers that you're seeking, I feel like it's because that it's like something is on the precipice. It's like it's on the cusp. It's like either something has already, it's already there, but you can't see it because you're looking in the wrong direction, or it's something on its way to you. There's really this need to change your perspective. 6 of Wands. And when you do, you're going to have victory. It's victory with this. It's victory, success, recognition, self-esteem. So change your focus as well. Spirit is saying the 9 of Pentacles, contentment, luxury, and independence. Don't settle, because what I'm getting is like you're close to this victory. So if you feel like you're on the path where nothing that you're receiving or seeing is quite what you want or what you need, that's because a part of your soul knows that you have not found, or you have not gotten yet what that thing is. It's like you haven't found it yet, so you're not going to settle for something that's not that, even if you haven't found it yet or know what that is. Whether it's something tangible or it's something like a state of being, you're not going to settle until you're at that place. I want you guys to be very discerning of not making this a thing of a destination thing where I'm not going to be happy until. Don't make it about that. But there's a part of the soul that knows, no, there's something better, or there's something greater for me, and I'm not going to settle for less. And I feel like this comes with soul searching. This is understanding yourself. And for those of you that are looking in the wrong places and being pessimistic and looking from a limited perspective, if you open your eyes, you'll find exactly what you needed the whole time. It's right there, or it's on its way to you. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. So let's see what else wants to come out. Yeah, so this, I'll just call this the unsure pile, like unsure which pile to choose. But the messages are within this, if it's for you, if it resonates anyway. Let's see. Cleansing and attunement, shamanic healer. So you guys might partake in, you guys might be a part of native culture. You guys might follow something with animal spirits. Maybe you resonate specifically with the eagle. You guys are very, very strong-willed, very independent people. You guys are leaders. You guys are your own. You're not the type that conforms. So you're not going to settle by nature. You're just not. And some people might shame you and tell you that you're being too picky at times, or you're stuck up. And I feel like, of course, we can have a shadow of that where we can be very stubborn about things, but there's also that part of us that needs to stand in our truth no matter what. And that's not always an easy thing to do when everybody is like, well, we should all go left. And one person's like, well, we should go right. And everybody's like, well, why should we listen to this one person? Sometimes it takes you just being like, all right, y'all on your own. Like Noah in the Bible, right? The ark, if you look at it from like a modern story where a person is like, hey, this is what I'm being guided to tell y'all. We got to do this, we got to do that. And everybody's like, you're freaking crazy. Yeah, you're crazy. Everybody follows suit, right? And then Noah's like, all right, I'll see you on the other side. If I even see you on the other side, okay. Right? So it's kind of like you got to trust. Nobody else believes in you or trust. You got to believe in yourself and trust your path and your process. Let's see. You have Archangel Phaneol. I've never heard of this angel before, but it says hope, optimism, and new beginnings. So there's something on the other side. Heartfelt gratitude, appreciation. So while everybody might be on the path of materialism and, getting it fast and doing this. You're taking the path that is much lighter, more transformative. Might not be the easy path. It might seem like this is going to outweigh this. But the truth is this butterfly has the capacity to fly away and excel past this leveling. So trust what you're doing, okay? And if you still feel like, okay, well, I don't even know what the F I'm doing, right? I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. Spirit is saying change your perspective. You might be limiting your perspective into putting it in a box so where you can't see the solutions or the blessings or the clarity or whatever it may be. Okay, I'm going to pull from my energy oracle deck. Okay, activation and spiritual warfare with the hidden gem. So, you guys are going through a spiritual activation. You guys might be seeking some, or not seeking, you guys may be facing some opposition with spiritual warfare or attacks. You might have things or people that seem like they're against you or not supporting you, or seems like the odds are stacked against you. But the truth is, with the hidden gem, is like you're hidden. There's something, or something that is for you may be hidden at this time. It may be not for everyone to see or to understand, because if they did, it's like if they were to see what spirit is doing or calling you to or whatever this is, it's like they may try to intervene or intercept, or they could just cause confusion even if they don't mean to. But for some of you, maybe it's already a thing where you're standing on something. Let's use this as an example, because this is very common, where a person that's been single most of their life, or they haven't brought anyone home to mom or dad or whatever, or have kids yet. Everyone's looking at what's wrong with so and so. Why isn't he or she married yet? Why don't they have a girlfriend or boyfriend yet? Why haven't they had kids yet? What's wrong with them, right? Because, oh, they're getting old, right? We all have this stigma of we got to be married and do boom 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 at this, by this stage, right? Or it could be cultural standards, right? And everyone's looking at you like you're the, what's wrong with you? They're the oddball. But what they don't understand is your path is unique. Not everyone's going to understand the right-handed path. Everyone wants to go one way, where you're going and being led towards a path that's for you, right? It may not make sense to everybody else, but it's for you. So you may have people that are coming and saying things to you like, you need to do this, you're weird, what's wrong with you? And you might be telling them, no, I'm patient, I'm happy, I'm focusing on me, I'm traveling, I'm doing this, this is what I want to do. That's not my path, or it's not my time. I'm not going to settle for just this person. And they're like, I don't understand, you're just being too picky, right? No, stand on the truth of what's for you, and you know that it's the truth and what's for you. You'll know it because it's something that is, it's just a strong conviction. It just makes sense. It just is what it is, right? It's not you being stubborn, it's not you being manipulative or being a hard ass. It's, you can tell the difference between stubbornness and being in your truth, standing in truth, divine truth, right? I'm missing a nail, you guys, so I'm trying to, is this, I'm gonna take this because I felt this one fly out. Two of Pentacles, yeah, it's like crossroads energy of, you know, where to place your energy, where to invest. Four of Swords. And I get that you are on a healing, you're healing from something right now. Yeah, Four of Wands. You're on your way, and I feel like you're gonna be the one that everybody's like, what? Like, them? Like, how? What? It's going to shock a lot of people when you reach that place. But I do get that you will be celebrated. Like, people are going to be happy for you, whatever this is. People are going to be happy. People are going to be rooting for you. But it's going to be quite a shock, because maybe people had plans for you as a child. They thought that you were going to be one way, and you turned out to be completely different. This child looks like they're so sweet and, you know, meek and mild, but maybe they grew up to be a soldier, right? Or they grew up to be someone that speaks their mind, is bold, is not timid anymore. This is a path that is uniquely yours, okay? So that is your reading. I hope this puts things in perspective for those of you that are drawn to this pile. Maybe you watch the other piles and maybe you happen to resonate, but you just wanted to see this pile. I don't know. However spirit wants to move and work and shake, That's how it is. So much love as always, y'all. Be blessed, be safe, take care. Peace.